I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone at Rule Well, and salutations to the Akim around the world, pushing the truth in sincerity. I'd like to do a short little breakdown here, entitled Chastisement. Some man really need truth, you'll realize that you'll get chastised often sometimes, depending on certain situations or when you're erring. But all of these things is just how the Most High does show you love. You understand? I go through some precepts here. Today Proverbs 3 verse 11, it say, "My son, despise not despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction." Right? It say, "For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son, in whom he delighteth." So all these things as be a part of just trying to keep you in order. The Most High say erring, or you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, he will punish your fate. It's not because he don't love you, it's because he does love you, and he's trying to make sure that you stay on the correct path, because that is naturally how man is. If you lead them to do shippiness, they will continue doing more shippiness. Sometimes even with your children, you see them doing shippiness, you lead them to do more shippiness. Sometimes they need a little tap to remind them, here what's going on. That way you're doing there, don't do it. That is just how people, that is how you actually show people love, by pulling up the socks when you realize the unfolly. So there's Hebrews 12. I'll start from 5. Right? It say, "And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children." Right? It say, "My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him." So you're not supposed to despise the correction that the Most High given, because he's doing it for your good. The same way when you're punishing your children, they're not supposed to hate your fate. They wouldn't understand at any point in time, but when they get older, they'll realize, hey, I could see why I used to get my tail cut for that. Because if the dilemma continue, I might be worse off in the future. Say, "For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If he endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the father chasteneth not?" So if a father have a son and he's not punishing his child at all, that shows that he don't really love his child. Because you're supposed to put, as the scriptures say, you're supposed to, if you don't punish your children, then you hate them. You're supposed to punish your children when it is they're doing wrong, because that is how you'll keep them in order. Say, train them in a way that when they grow, they will not depart from it. And that is what the Most High trying to do right now. He's trying to train us in a way. And whenever we start to go out of the way, we just get punished for it, to keep we back on track. You see, "But if ye be without chastening," if you be without chastisement, it say, "whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons." Alright, there are plenty bastard children out here right now that the Most High not dealing with, because you realize they'll be doing wrong things and like nothing don't happen to them, because he not trying to keep them in order. So they ain't supposed to watch them and envy them that nothing don't happen to them, because all of that what they doing storing up for what had happened to them just now when the final day comes. But he's trying to keep you in order so that when the final day comes, you wouldn't have to face what they're facing. It says, "Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence." Like I said before, when you grow up, you just say, "I know why you was punishing me for that." You go tell your mom and your dad that. It says, "Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?" Because the Most High is the most righteous judge. If he punishing you for something, you know you look fate. It say, For For they verily for a few days chastened us after their own pleasure. Because not every time mommy and daddy punish you, you can say it was righteous. But he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. So the scripture is telling you this is for your benefit. It say, now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Because chastisement is a hard thing to go through sometimes, especially level of chastisement you might get, like what Job get. That was a hard level of chastisement. It said, nevertheless, afterward, it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. Because after a period of time of being corrected, you'll end up being more righteous. You know to yourself, hey, don't do that shippiness, don't do this shippiness. You will end up being more righteous and staying on a better track. You will be less encouraged to live wickedly like the other people. So the Most High will be able to deal with you more, and you'll be able to reserve your election seat. So all these things, when it pertains to chastisement, is very important. Most High actually trying to preserve you. So it's not something you're supposed to be upset about. It's not something you're supposed to reject. So in Micah 7 verse 9, it says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. So it's not like you never do nothing to look fate. Anytime you're getting chastised, it's for a reason. It say, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Because the chastisement is righteous chastisement, and it's to keep you on a righteous track, to be a righteous man in the sight of the Most High. Some people doesn't understand exactly how important chastisement is. Even though it's something hard to bear, it have a very important role when it comes to the scriptures, because all of this is prophecy being fulfilled. Sometimes you had an error, you had to be chastised, be corrected, so you'll know properly right from wrong. There's a system. Say Romans 8 verse 28, it say, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High. So all of these things in some ways for your good, even if you wouldn't be able to see it at the point in time. All of these things has worked together for your good. Now when you're going through a hard time or a real serious chastisement, you mightn't have your mind in that order at the point in time. You guys be thinking, boy, I could use a ease up right now, but you wouldn't be seeing. Sometimes I don't even see at the point in time. It's only when your mind calm down, you just be like, I understand what's really going on there. You see, I'll read it over. You say, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are the called according to his purpose. So just like if a man have a children, you're trying to keep them in order to make sure they grow up the correct way, he will chastise them. It's the same thing the Most High doing. Sometimes a brother might even, a head brother might even have to come down on a lower brother to keep him in order. All of these things is be love. You understand? You don't go around just whipping people. The Most High just go around just whipping stripes on you because he just find it enjoyable. All of these things is to help you, to keep you in order, so he'll always be able to work with you. Because the minute you turn to be sinful and wicked and lawless, he just turn away from you, and he don't want that to happen. So anytime he punishing you for doing something wrong, because he want you to stay in that group. You're supposed to be appreciative of that and never grow weary of it, because you know he's trying to keep you in order. That is always that will even try to make a man want to examine himself more, because if you're getting chastised real plenty, 10 to 1 is something you're doing. So you have to examine yourself and try to make sure you're doing the correct thing. Always try to be as righteous as you could. You can't be overly righteous, but always try to do your best. Anyway, there's a short breakdown on chastisement. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And salutations to the Akim around the world, pushing the truth in sincerity. Shalom.